Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll continue with the video that I made, my last video, part 1. I showed how to generate SSH keys. So we did generate an SSH key pair and then use that key pair using PowerShell to connect to Kali. In today's video, we'll be using PuTTY for the connections. So we'll have to attach the keys to PuTTY and then do the connection. So let's just start by downloading PuTTY. So I'm going to open a browser and search for PuTTY download. And we're going to putty.org. Once we get to the site, just click on download PuTTY and then click on this installer. I'm going with the 64-bit. Should be a quick download, so it's done already. Next thing you want to do is go to where you downloaded the file and then double click it to install it. Click next. This is where it's going to install it. Click next. Now we'll also install PuTTYgen. Now we'll need PuTTYgen to convert our keys to PPK keys because PuTTY needs PPK keys. You have to use PPK keys when you're using PuTTY. So I'm going to click install, and this should be a quick install. Click yes, click finish. So the installation is done for PuTTY, and this is the PuTTY tool right here. This is what we'll be using. Let's go to the next step. Now on the Kali Linux machine, there's a few things we need to verify. We need to verify that SSH is running. So let me open a terminal and we can use system ctl status SSH. So if SSH is not running, you can use system ctl stat SSH. And that should start it for you. Once you have verified that SSH is running, you need to verify some settings inside the config file for SSH. So there is 3 main lines you have to look at. Let me do less ptc ssh sshd config. In here, the lines you want to make sure that are correct. Just look at the lines. So you want to make sure that password authentication is set to no. This way you can only use a public key. So make sure this line is set to no and not. And then search for public. This line right here that says public key authentication should be set to yes, and it shouldn't be commented. There shouldn't be one of these in front of it. Finally, this line right here, make sure that it's not commented. It shouldn't have one of these in front of it, because this is where SSH is going to check for the public key. So again, make sure that this is not commented out. And you can also verify that you have your public key in here, in this directory, and this is the name of the keys. Like I said in my previous video, in part 1 of this video, I did show how to export the key to this directory. Let's X out of that. And if we do, so this is the directory that we created last time. And inside here, we have the key, the public key. If we do ls, we can do cat. That's the public key. So the last thing we'll need to check is the IP address, and then because we'll need this IP address to put in PuTTY, the application. So let me open another tab and do IP address. So that's our IP address. You can check whether it's pingable. You can check whether the device is reachable by using command prompt or PowerShell. I'm going to use PowerShell here. And I'm going to try and ping that IP. 101. And it's reachable from the machine where I'm running PuTTY. Now that we've verified that the device is reachable and SSH is running and the config file is set up correctly, we'll need to open PuTTY and try to connect using the keys. So here's PuTTY. Actually, let me open a tab and just run the logs using journalctl-f. In here, I'm gonna attach that key. So go under connections, under SSH, auth, credentials. We wanna browse to where our private key is. So we put it in here. Users, owner. So we'll change this to auth. files. So this is the key. This is the private key. This is the public key. Let me attach the private key here. And let me go to sessions. And so let me put the IP here, 172.16.1.101. And the port is 22 for SSH. Let's click open to connect. And it's asking what user. I'm gonna connect us. Curly says no supported authentication methods. That's because PuTTY is gonna require PPK keys. Right now we are not using PPK keys, so we need to convert the keys that we have. So let's convert those RSA keys to PPK keys, and then try to connect again. So even got an error here, no supported authentication methods. So let's open PuTTYGen. So just search for PuTTYGen, and this was installed together with the PuTTY, and we can use this to generate keys, and we can use it to convert keys. As you can see here under actions, you can generate a public/private key pair, and then you have the option to convert. So in order for me to convert the keys that I already have, I'm gonna load an existing private key file. So I'm gonna click on load. I'm gonna go to where that private key is located. Users, owner, change this to all files. This is it right here. Open. So it's imported. Okay. Now I'm gonna save this key. Save private key. I'm not gonna create a password for it. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna put it. Let's put it in downloads. Okay. I'm gonna name it test PPK, and I'm gonna save it here. And that's it. I'm gonna close this window. I'm gonna open PuTTY again. I'm gonna go back to SSH credentials. I'm gonna browse, and now I'm gonna put the PPK key that I just saved. It's in downloads, PPK. This is it right here. Open, and I'm gonna go to sessions. I'm gonna put 172.16.1.101, and I'm gonna click open here. Getting login as, I'm gonna say Kali, and I'm able to log in. And as you can see, it didn't ask for a password. And in the logs here, it says accepted public key for the user Kali from this IP, which is my Windows PC. And it's saying the keys are RSA keys, and this is the hash value right here. So we have a new session. And if I do W, so this is the connection we used, and it's even saying private. So that's how you can use your SSH keys together with PuTTY to connect or log into Kali Linux remotely. So this is a secure way for us to do remote connections to our Kali Linux machine. So that's all for this video. I hope this information has been useful. I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.